Okay, here is another system of equations that we're going to solve to find the point of intersection, or the points of intersection if there's two of them. So now we have y equals 1 over x and y equals 2x plus 1. So again, since they're both y equals, we're going to set them equal to each other. So I'm going to have 1 over x equals 2x plus 1. Okay, I got to do some fraction busting here because I have a fraction. So my only denominator is x. So I'm going to multiply everything by x so that I can cancel these x's out and get no more fractions. So now I have 1 equals 2 times x squared plus 1x, and I'm just going to write that as x. Now my equation is a quadratic, so I need to solve my quadratic, and the first thing you always need to do to solve a quadratic is make it equal to 0. So I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides to get 0 on this side, and then I have 2x squared plus x minus 1. Since I have a quadratic and I'm solving it now, I get to choose which method I want to use. This time I think I'll try using the quadratic formula. So to use the quadratic formula, you need to identify what a, b, and c are. So a equals 2, b equals 1, c equals -1. And then I can plug my numbers into my formula. X equals the opposite of 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 squared minus 4 times 2 times -1 over 2 times 2. Now I'm going to start simplifying that. So I've got -1 plus or minus the square root of 1 squared is just 1. And 4 times 2 times -1 is -8. So minus a -8 becomes plus 8. Over 2 times 2 is 4. 1 plus 8 is 9. So now I have -1 plus or minus the square root of 9 over 4. And 9 is a perfect square. So I can now split these up into -1 plus the square root of 9, which is 3, over 4. And -1 minus the square root of 9, which is 3, over 4. -1 plus 3 is 2 divided by 4. So I've got 1/2. There's one of my answers for x. -1 minus 3 is -4 over 4. That's a -1. So there's my other answer for x. Now I need to find the y's that go with them. And again, when you're figuring out the y's, you can plug it into either one of the original equations. So you can either plug it into this equation or this equation. I'm going to plug it into the linear one. So I've got y equals 2x plus 1. All right, so let's figure out what that would be when my x is 1/2. So 2 times x, so 2 times 1/2 plus 1. 2 times 1/2 is 1, plus 1 is 2. So that means that my first point is 1/2, 2. So that is the first point where those two cross each other. Now I'm going to do it again with -1. 2 times -1 plus 1, that's a -2 plus 1, which is -1. So that means my second point is -1, -1. And those are the 2 points where those two graphs cross.